testing me. God was seeing how determined, how relentless testified. One of the greatest things that happened to me, and I'm going to share something with you. I didn't have a car. I would take the train and the bus to get to Times Square Church in the cold. I would walk from Times Square Church 20 minutes in 15 weather back home when I didn't want to take the bus to get the train to get home. See, God was testing me. God was seeing how determined, how relentless, how tenacious I be, so He can pour and ministry in my life. I didn't know no one. I would walk there by myself, smoke would come out of my mouth. That's how cold it was. And I pour and ministry in my life. I didn't know no one. I would walk there by myself, smoke would come out of my mouth. That's how cold it was. And I would go back and forth consistently, without insisting. And I would go back and forth consistently, without a miss, because I was hungry for the gospel. I was hungry to have a deep encounter with God. And you know what God did? Just because of that, because I decided to serve, I decided to determine how relentless, how tenacious I be, so He can pour a ministry in my life. I didn't know no one. I would walk there by myself, smoke would come out of my mouth. That's how cold it was. And I would go back and forth consistently, without a miss, because I was hungry for the gospel. I was hungry to have a deep encounter with God. And you know what God did? Just because of that, because I decided to serve, I decided to determine how relentless, how tenacious I be, so He can pour a ministry in my life. I didn't know no one. I would walk there by myself, smoke would come out of my mouth. That's how cold it was. And I will go back and forth, determined how relentless, how tenacious I be, so He can pour a ministry in my life. I didn't know no one. I will walk there by myself, smoke would come out of my mouth. That's how cold it was. And I will go back and forth consistently, without a miss, because I was hungry for the gospel. I was hungry to have a deep encounter with God. And you know what God did? Just because of that, because I decided to serve, I decided to seek after Him. God delivered me from mediocre religion. God delivered me from mediocre churches. And then God gave me favor with David Wilkerson. David Wilkerson mentored me for 3 years. He read my first manuscript, my first book out of Devil's Cauldron. After that, I wrote a book, Armed Dangerous. Amazing evangelist of our time, Nikki Cruz, put a forward on my book. All that happened because I went the extra mile. And people want blessings, they want restoration, they want generational curse to fall off. Listen, it's like having, I just said his last name, and Paul would jump, my brother Paul. It's like having, people, I want to be married. I want to be married. And then the church has a single opportunity to meet people, to go out for coffee. And you home waiting for the Avon lady to show up. You home waiting for the Avon lady to knock on your door and say, I'm available, I want to marry you. Ain't gonna happen. If you don't stretch yourself, if you don't go the extra mile. You know what's the ironic thing? In December, this month, I was getting ready to finish my year strong in the witchcraft world. How much more in Christ? How much more in the Lord? When the devil knows, after Thanksgiving, we come October 31st, November 1st, witchcraft, and I will go back and forth consistently, without a miss, because I was hungry for the gospel. I was hungry to have a deep encounter with God. And you know what God did? Just because of that, because I decided to serve, I decided to seek after Him. God delivered me from mediocre religion. God delivered me from mediocre churches. And then God gave me favor with David Wilkerson. David Wilkerson mentored me for 3 years. He read my first manuscript, my first book out of Devil's Cauldron. After that, I wrote a book, Armed Dangerous. Amazing evangelist of our time, Nikki Cruz, put a forward on my book. All that happened because I went the extra mile. And people want blessings, they want restoration, they want generational curse to fall off. Listen.
Are like kings and queens. They want to feel secure in their positions and superior to those around them in intelligence, wit, and charm. It is a deadly less attractive, less threatening. Just as Louis XIV
replaced the sparkling Fouquet with the bland Colbert. And as with Louis, he will not admit the truth, but will find an excuse to rid himself of your presence. This law involves two rules that you must realize. First, you can inadvertently outshine a master simply by being yourself. There are masters who are more insecure than others, monstrously insecure. You may naturally outshine them by your charm and grace. No one had more natural talents than Astorre Manfredi, Prince of Faenza. The most handsome of all the young princes of Italy, he captivated his subjects with his generosity and open spirit. In the year 1500, Cesare Borgia laid siege to Faenza. When the city surrendered, the citizens expected the worst from the cruel Borgia, who, however, decided to spare the town. He simply occupied its fortress, executed none of its citizens, and allowed Prince Manfredi, 18 at the time,
who made it known that she thought the role demeaning. Von Sternberg should choose from the other actresses he had in mind.